In order to figure out what do you want to be doing, the good way is to follow what you feel, your feelings, and not what you think, because what you think is oftentimes not what you think. You're just repeating what you have heard oftentimes by your peers, parents, people that surround you, media, etc. So I would not listen here. And the good way to approach it is to observe what topics are triggering a certain feelings in you, a feelings of curiosity for that matter. When do you feel curious? When you, let's say, when you look at the whole spectrum of books in a library and you see the titles and you feel, oh, I'm going to check this book out, and you read the descriptions. Like, oh, you read it, I was like, oh no. And then you do the same with a few other books until you find the one that's like, oh, description sounds interesting. In fact, it feels interesting more of. And this is curiosity. And the question is, what topics make you emotionally engaged? And the reason being is that when you're emotionally engaged in a certain topic, that is oftentimes, there's a good reason for that. The good reason is that it's aligned with you. That is why it makes you feel a certain way. And if it's curiosity, uplifting, that you can focus on it for a longer period of time, great, follow it. That's one way of figuring yourself out. And for me personally, it was with the self-development book, non-fiction. I didn't know, but once a friend told me that, Jay, I cannot read of the self-development book for longer than 20 minutes because then I get a headache. And for me was that, really? It's so interesting. When I personally get my hands on some book I'm excited about, I can read it for hours and it doesn't feel heavy. I can absorb this type of information very easily. It doesn't make me tired, and even though it might be heavy book. What is it for you? What is that you feel emotionally engaged? When you're emotionally engaged in a topic, you're learning way faster. Why? Because emotion is your currency for creating a long-term memories. And there's a process called memory consolidation in the brain that is happening every single night when you're sleeping. And the way it works is the following. Your brain scans throughout the whole day what's been happening in that day and is looking for the experiences that had an emotional charge. The higher the emotional charge that is attached to that very experience, the more pressure that is. Like the higher emotional charge, the stronger currency that is for creating long-term memory. So if you have an emotional charge towards a specific topic, well, follow that and see where it's going to take you. You're awesome.